Have you ever dealt with a crazy maker? Once I describe the definition to you, you might feel like I'm describing someone you might know, or something of that case. A crazy maker is someone who makes you feel ashamed or less than, projecting their own insecurities onto you. Yes, I have my MacBook over here. I'm reading out of my MacBook. Yes, I do have a microphone. I've owned this microphone for years, and I have finally found a use for it. Anyway, yes, I do know a crazy maker or two in my life. And the other thing that week 2 kind of talks about is how a crazy maker is a way for us to enable ourselves to not feel like we can be creative, because they block us, right? They tell us what we can't do. That's not right. You can't do that. Or in general, they project onto you how they feel about themselves. And honestly, I think if I were in a different place in my life, I don't think I would be open enough to read this or feel this. I think maybe a year or two ago, I would have not been open to continuing this book. But I've evolved a lot over the past year, and I realized that I allowed a lot of crazy makers, let's just be honest, call them narcissists, to dictate to me what I can and cannot do. They don't usually dictate it for very long, because I do occasionally wake up and go, wait, I'm me. I can do whatever I want to do. You're talking about yourself. But yes, crazy makers will make you question yourself. And I think it's a very important chapter to have in this book. I'm very interested of how much further we're going to go, because I feel like it's preaching to me. But again, I can see how people will get to this week of this book and go, I'm out. Because you got to be willing to either block the crazy makers or just remove them from your life. Some people are not ready for that. Some people are not ready for the evolution that has to take place in you. So this was a very good week. Some of the activities I've done. So yesterday I decided I was going to go to an arts fair, but then there was a bunch of graduations happening in the city. So I ended up just going to my local farmer's market, taking in some of the local art and buying vegetables and gluten-free cupcakes. And then also I did a lot of fitness classes and focused on myself. Really just thought outside of the box a lot. I even came up with some concepts that I think I'm going to see all the way through. Week 2, very eye-opening. I definitely don't think I'd be open to going any further in this book if I were in a different place in my life, but